Hi everyone, this is Caden with the National Association of School Psychologists, here today to give you a quick tutorial on how to use NASP's Advocacy Action Center for next week's SPA Advocacy Action Day. Woo! I know, we're so excited. Remember, this week's theme for SPA is Find Your Focus, which you can see right here. And our goal today is to get you prepared to find your focus on advocacy during School Psychology Awareness Week. So we're super excited for this day. It was our second time doing it. Last year was quite successful, but you may or may not know that our goal this year is to send 5,000 letters to state and federal representatives across the nation talking about school psychology and the issues, the policy issues that we advocate for and face. So just know that this process is super simple. What I'm about to show you, it takes like seriously 3 minutes, 5 minutes max to go through, but it can make a huge difference. Collective action and using your voice in the democracy is how policy change happens, how things get done. And especially at the state level, just know that, a lot of times when these legislators have 1 or 2 staff members and maybe an intern, going through their emails, they are going through these messages themselves. And so they, will read it themselves potentially and potentially respond to you, set up a meeting, ask for more information, but having that information in their mind where they're making decisions and being aware of the issues that we work on and we face in the schools, just having them think of that and remember that when they're making decisions is really important. And for us, even at the federal level, when we're advocating on the Hill, just knowing that staff members or members of Congress have heard about our issues makes a huge difference. It makes it a lot easier for us to advocate for the things that we support. All right, so with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and make myself go away and share this screen with you. There we go. All right, so on the day of Advocacy Action Day, what you're gonna do is you're gonna type in, first and foremost, this URL. It's http://www.nasponline.org/A stands for Advocacy Action Day. Make sure you type in the whole entire URL or else it's not going to recognize it. And what it'll do once you do that is it will bring you to this page. And this is the form that you will use for the federal letter that you're going to send. So it's quite simple. I can fill it out in like 2 seconds here, and I'll just show you mine as an example. I don't live here anymore, so don't stalk me. So again, you fill out your address, city, state, zip code, email address, and then you hit submit. And what will happen is the pre-loaded template letter will populate. And so what you'll see over here on the left side is you'll see, based on the address that you entered in, your representative in the House of Representatives and your 2 senators that represent you in your state. Unless you live in Washington, D.C., like me, in which we are taxed without representation, whatever. Another day we'll talk about it more. But that's what will happen, and you can check or uncheck who you actually want to send the letter to. There are also instructions right here on the side if you hit this that'll tell you a little bit more information if you are confused in any way. But again, this is quite simple. So what you'll see is the message subject that you can change. All this is editable. You can make it whatever you want it to be. So say you wanted to add a 2019 here to the subject, you could. And then this is the preloaded template letter that either NASP or your state association is loaded. So again, this is a template. This is for you to edit however you see fit, to add in or take away, whatever you'd like, add in any anecdotes, any personal experiences, any data that you have, any other things that you want to advocate for. Like, this is your space to advocate for the issues that are most important to you as a school psychologist, with the rest of this here as a suggestion. Make sure you read through the whole entire thing though. There may be some spaces where you should add in your name, like right here. I'm gonna know at the bottom of this one too, like really read the whole thing. You enter in your personal email address. Keep an eye out for those things, because if you send a letter and it keeps those things in there, then the offices are gonna be like, oh, this is obviously a template or sent from a national group or something like that. So just make sure you take a look at that and then read through it. I'm gonna edit out a couple things here that I know are state specific. All right, read through it, looks pretty good. And then all you'll do is hit submit here at the bottom. And then once you hit submit, you'll get a confirmation page. One important thing to remember about Advocacy Action Day is that there is both a federal and a state component. So if you did the federal portion first, then you'll want to make sure to check in with your state association, and what there will be is on this confirmation page, there will be a link to another web page listing all of the links to the state association forms for the letters that they're sending to their state legislators as well. So make sure, just like, don't forget that there are two different aspects of it that you need to complete for most of you. And then the other thing that we're asking you to do as well is to post about what you did on social media, either, you know, reinforcing one of the messages that you really liked in the letter that you sent, or saying, hey, I participated in this, or you could even tag your legislators to reinforce your message. You know, especially at the state and local level, a lot of the representatives are doing their own social media accounts. And so if you send a message as a constituent via social media to your representative, then they might read it and might want to follow up with you and do something about it. So just know that it can make a huge difference. And don't forget too to use the hashtags NASP Advocates and hashtag SPA2019 too. All right, so again, don't be surprised if you're contacted by a legislator after you send your message, either for more information or to set up a meeting. NASP is always a resource to you to provide any data or resources, information that you want to provide. But you know, thank you for watching this video and for your participation in the second annual Advocacy Action Day. These opportunities to send letters are always available to you. We have an Advocacy Action Center on our website that has a full listing of different letters that you can send at any point throughout the year to your representatives to advocate on issues that we're particularly working on at that time. So you always have the capacity to advocate if you so choose. But thank you so much for your participation in this week. And in Advocacy Action Day, your participation makes all the difference in the world. And hopefully we'll reach our goal of sending 5,000 letters to legislators all across the country. All right, thanks so much for watching. Happy SPA, happy Advocacy Action Day. Let's do this. Find your focus. Bye.